Please note that not every prophetic message that I share on this channel is meant for everybody, so it's important that you have a relationship with the Holy Spirit and take it back to Him and ask Him to give you the confirmation that you need before you run with the message. For some of you, I know that this is going to be a confirming message because the Lord has already been speaking to you about this. And if that's the case and you have any questions, please make sure to take all those questions back to Him because He will have the answers for you. Hi friends, it's Queen Alita. Welcome back to Directional Dreaming. Welcome to a new week. So today I have a message for you guys based on a dream that I had in September of last year. So I'm not going to go into the dream today for many reasons. I don't believe the Lord wants me to share this dream. That's the main reason. So I'm going to go straight into the message. Introducing Kolo dolls, handmade crochet dolls crafted with joy and love for Christian girls. Each doll is made with high-quality anti-pilling yarn, bringing comfort, joy, and a reminder of God's love. More than just a toy, Kolo dolls inspire faith, kindness, and a heart full of grace. Give your child a friend in faith. Choose Kolo dolls, handmade with joy and love, wrapped in faith. Order now at kolo.shop. So in John chapter 4 verse 44, the Bible tells us that a prophet is without honor in his own hometown. Jesus said that, I think Jesus said those words, because he wasn't received in his hometown of Nazareth. And this is what the basis of today's word is on. This is like the scriptural basis, is just the idea that a prophet, a messenger is without honor in his own hometown. And what the Lord was showing me through the stream, if this message is for you, is that there's somewhere that the Lord is taking you. It's going to require a change of location, an actual physical change of location. And where He's sending you, you are going to get preferential treatment because this is where God is sending you, obviously, because of the fact that you have an understanding. So there's a cultural background that you have. You've picked up on certain nuances that God is going to use. He's going to help you to use those things to make an impact in a different place, but where you'll be received and where you'll get preferential treatment, where people will be open to receiving from you, to hearing from you, as opposed to like what happened to Jesus when he went back to his hometown of Nazareth and he performed the miracles that he did and he spoke the way that he spoke. And the people were like, who does he think he is? Isn't that the carpenter's son? Aren't these his family, his brothers and sisters that we're chilling with right here, right now? So they did not see him for who he truly was. And where you are currently, the people are not going to see you for who you truly are. And for you to be able to make an impact in this world and with the things that God has equipped you with the experiences that He's given you, and these experiences are mostly negative experiences, but in order for you to make an impact, you need to move. God is going to move you to a different location. And if this message is for you, you will already know that you'll even know where God is taking you to, at least in the general sense. You may not know exactly to which city or town it may be, but you know maybe the country or the continent. You know that you're called to that place. And I just want to go back to what I was saying about how the experiences that you've had, I know that in the dream, I could see that these were negative things that you experienced in your own hometown, and they've really given you a very specific worldview. And that's going to come in handy because you're going to be able to bring change where you're going based on those negative experiences. So this is what I love about how God makes all things work together for our good, because when He allows us to go through things that are really unpleasant, things that can be traumatizing, He can turn those things around and use them for our good when we yield our lives to Him, when we yield our will to Him. He can come in and say, okay, I'm going to take this ugly thing that happened to you. I'm going to take this ugly experience that you had, and I'm going to make it so beautiful. Through you, people are going to be saved, people are going to be changed, there's going to be ministry happening because of what you went through. And it wasn't all in vain, it wasn't all just for you to experience pain and trauma, but the Lord is able to use that in your life. So a very key thing that was happening in the dream is that there is somebody really close to you, very close to you. It could be a spouse, it could be a best friend, but it's somebody that you have very intimate relations with. Like they know you intimately and you know them intimately. And the Lord is going to use this person to help you prepare for this calling, for this new place that you're going to, where you are going to have preferential treatment and you are going to make an impact. Okay, you're going to change things, you're going to change people, you're going to change lives. And this is on a large scale. It's not a small thing. Okay, I will share with you that in the dream there was a studio which makes reference to the fact that this is going to be something big. It's going to be broadcast for many to see and experience. So this person that God is going to use in your life is going to help you it's kind of going to help refine you, help you to know what's needed at which point, because the impact that you're going to make has a potential to be extremely controversial. And there's nothing wrong with controversy. Jesus was controversial. The things he said were controversial, at least to the Sadducees and the Pharisees. To the people, it was a message of hope. It was a lifeline. It was living waters. It was life to them. So that's kind of the sense that I'm getting, is that whoever this person is that God wants to use, they're going to help you keep the main thing, and to remember that this isn't just about being controversial, even though there's potential for that, but it's about understanding when to allow yourself to be controversial and when to come from a different angle. And also, a very key thing is that your heart isn't just to provoke, but it's about coming with something that will give people life, that will give people hope, that will give people a lifeline. And the result, or how can I put it? It may come across controversial to some people and to others not. That doesn't matter. But I just get the sense that you're going to need a really close confidant who's going to help you make the right decisions, say the right things. And of course, you're not always going to get it 100% correct. But it's almost like, this is I can put it like that. This is an individual ministry, but you're not alone. You're never alone, obviously, because the Lord is with you. But God is going to have a person with you who will carry this burden with you and will help you and minister to you, and even be somebody that you can come back and talk to, because it's tough. It's a very big calling. You're meant to make a huge impact in what God is calling you to. So you are going to need somebody that you can trust, that you can rely on, who can help you, that you can bounce ideas off of, and be able to just carry out this mission with as much grace and love as possible, because that's really the driving force. It's a love for humanity, for people, for God's people, and a love for the Lord, of course, because we know the word says, love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your strength and all your might, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. So this is all about love. If your foundation and your whole basis of doing anything in this life is love, then you cannot go wrong. Okay, true unconditional godly love, you cannot go wrong. So that's really the message for today. This dream was a really long dream, and there's so many components to it, so I'm going to come back and touch on more of those components as the Lord leads. It may not be in tomorrow's message. It may be. I don't know. I'm going to continue seeking the Lord with regards to the dream, but it's big. What you're coming into is a big thing. That's why you need to be prepared, and you also need to know that it's not going to be where you grew up, in the place that you've always lived, where people know you and see you as just you. You're going to a place where you're going to get preferential treatment. So that's the message for today. I pray that it's blessed you if it is for you. I also just want to thank everybody who has ordered the dolls that I've been advertising here on the website. Some of them are already sold out, which is really awesome. I'm just so grateful. I love making those dolls. They are such a joy to me. Like on the website where I say made with joy and love, that's not a marketing gimmick. That's like true. I make them with absolute joy and love. So thank you so much for your support, and thank you to everybody who has purchased my songs recently. People have been buying the songs, so I'm really grateful for that, and the books. I'm so grateful. Thank you guys. Your support is much appreciated, and of course I'm still praying for everybody. Actually, I feel led to say, if anybody wants to put in a prayer request under this video, go ahead, put in your prayer request. We're going to keep praying for one another, okay? And those of you that are reading the comments, when you come across those comments and there's a prayer request, pray over that person, please. Let's promote a culture of just praying for one another, selfless prayer. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video, and I'm going to put some scriptures up at the end that pertain to this message today. All right, until next time, always remember that God is a good Father. He loves you so much because you, my friends, are so deeply special to Him.